Hello, listeners and viewers everywhere. A fine evening to you. I'm Bradford Becker. Welcome to Red Barn Radio. We are now in our 24th year of broadcasting, and tonight we present Roots Music Southern Style, episode number 930. Them Lasses is our guests. Them Lasses is a trio of pickin, singin, and songwritin women from Winchester, Kentucky, spreading joy through sunflowers and harmonies. And you see those sunflowers right before you. Since forming in 2022, Them Lasses quickly captured the hearts of the community with their wholesome, sunshiny presence and sound. From lighthearted and silly to soulful and reflective, Them Lasses puts on a dynamic and entertaining show that blends the songs, voices, vibes, and instruments of its three members. Brittany Dawn, Erin Sliney, and Abby Rank. We're glad you're here. Won't you welcome Them Lasses to Red Barn Radio.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. 1, 2, 3.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performers.
Well, folks, if you're just jumping into this evening's program, you are in for a treat. Them Lasses, a trio of songwriting, life-loving women from Winchester, are also known to rock out and get funky with their backing band, the Old Dogs, now on the stage. The Dogs are Randy Neurig playing electric and acoustic guitars, Ryan Shelton on drums, and Colin Wallace on bass. As I said last week, if you like happy flowers, good chickens, creeks, hometown, homegrown tomatoes, and foot stomping, you're in the right place. Them Lasses is in the house. Let's give them a big warm welcome.
Scratching at the door, but he don't live here no more. That old dog wants inside my house. Won't get. I'm a grouch 'cause I won't let him on my couch. Yes, that old dog wants inside my house. Well, he comes to me and tells me that he changed his ways. I've let him in once or twice, but not today. Thank you so much. That was called Old Dog, and that was the very first Lasses song to be. So I wrote that one before we even had our first show, but I just knew the vibe from the beginning, which evolved, but at the beginning we were very, very folksy, and we didn't like old dogs in our house that were up to no good. So.
And now they have three.
Now we have three very well-behaved old dogs. They're very well-behaved.
But sometimes you gotta say, well, I said, honey, I'm sorry, but I'm about to break your heart. You can't do nothing about it, and I'm about to start. You ain't done nothing neither, and I know you'll fall apart. So, honey, I'm so sorry, I have to break your heart. Well, it's really unfair, I have to compare you and him today. He's the strongest, toughest honey, I'm sorry, but I'm about to break your heart. You can't do nothing about it, and I'm about to start. Ain't done nothing neither, and I know you'll fall apart. So honey, I'm so sorry, I have to break your heart. But I don't wanna break your heart. I don't wanna break your heart. Don't wanna break, don't wanna break. I don't wanna break your heart. No, I don't wanna break your heart. I don't wanna break your heart. Don't wanna break, don't wanna break. I don't wanna break your heart. But what am I supposed to do now that I've written this song about you? Don't you be so blue, there ain't nothing that you can do. 'Cause the heart will say what it may, and I won't be the one to fight it. I'm sorry to say that this is the day, it's the day you're gonna be slighted. Ouch. When I said, honey, I'm sorry, but I'm about to break your heart. You can't do nothing about it. And I'm about to start.
Have you ever seen a grown man cry?
You ain't done nothing neither, and I know you'll fall apart. But honey, I'm so sorry. I have to break your heart. All right, ladies, let's tell 'em. Well, I said, honey, I'm sorry, but I'm about to break your heart. Can't do nothing about it, I'm about to start. You ain't done nothing neither, and I know you'll fall apart. So, honey, I'm so sorry, I have to break. I have to break. Yes, I have to break your heart. All right. So that song is called Brutal Honesty. We're doing a whole lot of songs from the Them Lasses and the Old Dog self-titled record, our debut album, like Old Dog from Brittany. But that one is actually on my solo record, Truckee to Kentucky, which we put out in 2020. And we work up some of those songs sometimes with the ladies, and we like it a lot. But I know those were kind of like harsh. You know, we're like ladies that love love, and we started out with some harsh songs.
We do say we love love, it's true.
But we love love. We love love, and we love gardens. And so that what brings us to our next song. So we have two covers on our album, You Are My Sunshine, which we heard first. And then this next one, which is a Guy Clark tune called Homegrown Tomatoes. Because there ain't nothing in the world that I like better than bacon and lettuce and homegrown tomatoes. Yeah, up in the morning, out in the garden. Get you a ripe one, don't get a hard one. You can plant 'em in the spring and eat 'em in the summer. All winter without 'em's a culinary bummer. Yeah, I forget about the sweating and digging every time I go out and pick me a big. Yeah, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Cause you could go out to eat, and that's for sure, but there's nothing a homegrown tomato won't cure. You can put it in a salad, you can put it in a stew, you can make your very own tomato juice. You can eat 'em with eggs, you can eat 'em with gravy, you can eat 'em with beans that are pinto or navy. You can put 'em on the side, you can put 'em in the middle, put a homegrown tomato on a hot cake griddle. Yeah, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Yeah, if I could change this life I'd lead, I'd be Johnny Tomato this country needs. It's homegrown tomatoes every yard you see. So when I die, please don't go and bury me in a box in a cemetery. No, out in the garden will be much better, and I could be pushing up homegrown tomatoes. Yeah, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Yeah, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes.
All right. If you all haven't noticed yet, we like to play a lot of different instruments. There's a little bit of a switch up here. This is one of the very first songs that I ever wrote. It is the first of my originals that got played out, and I'm really, really happy that I found this group to play it with. So the song is called Forget About Me.
Abby makes it really groovy. So the album, Them Lasses and the Old Dogs, is extremely eclectic. Very multi-genre. We start very folksy, but then we definitely go in all different sorts of directions on the B-side with the Old Dogs. And I'd say this is one of those songs that definitely goes in like a whole different groovy direction.
Absolutely. That's what I do. I like the way you understood. You made me feel so good. But time keeps on changing, like the way you change your mind. And as the years go by, you still have yourself to find. But am I gonna go back to the way things were back then? Is it worth the go back to the way things were back then. I will never risk losing myself again. Tired of wasting sleep. Why are you still in love with me? Can you please forget about me?
All right, if you're just joining us, our guest this evening on Red Barn Radio is Them Lasses. They're from Winchester, Kentucky, and wow, what you all have achieved is just awesome. I mean, it's just everybody up there having fun, doing something, you know, experimenting with different sounds and instruments. It just looks like a lot of fun, and it's inspiring.
It is super fun.
Yeah, yeah. I got to believe that when people come to see you, especially for the first time, they look up and say, "Oh, that's what it's like to have fun playing music."
We hope so.
Yeah. It's really, really great. I'm enjoying it so much. Okay, so the three of you, as I understand it, and you just correct me if I miss some facts, you all met at an open mic, or an open mic was an important part of your guys connecting.
Absolutely.
True?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah, I love open mics, and I think every town needs one. It's just creates such a wonderful opportunity for people to get together, for people to express themselves, and I love the open mics where you can sing, or you can read, or you can do some comedy, or whatever you want to do. I just think that's fantastic. So you all, where was the open mic? Was it in Winchester?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you want to start telling the story, Abby?
Sure. So it's an open mic that still exists to this day in Winchester.
And how long has it been going on? A long time?
Well, Colin. So
Well-
Colin and Randon were running an open mic for years, and they've actually for like a decade, and they ran it at several different places. So Abby started coming to the open mic that they led when she was a teenager.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
16.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and it moved to a different location. Shout out to a Better Brewing Company in Winchester. And I ended up taking it over, and so I run it now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but we kind of met at the open mic, and then all three of us were playing a festival. We were playing a festival preview show. We were playing the festival separately. And so we were playing a festival preview show.
Just as you each were doing something solo
Yeah.
at the festival. Okay, so you had already established that for yourself, that
Yeah.
that you liked to perform and you wanted to take it out to the public.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
we're kind of working on that.
Yeah.
And then since we all lived in Winchester or close to Winchester, we decided that we should maybe play some like collab songs at this preview show. And after we like collaborated and played these songs together, people told us that we should keep playing together. And then Brittany bought stickers, and now we're a band.
Apparently, Brittany's been wanting to have a lady band since she was really young, and she's really the one that was like, "Oh, wait a minute, this is my chance. We got together. Let's go."
Yeah, the power of positive manifestation. Dream it, it'll happen. Those are lady bands that I didn't even know I was gonna have.
Well, so I want you to kind of go back to that. Was it a particular night that all three of you met?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
so
no. Well, okay. Sorry. There's a particular night that we all came together and sang songs for the first time, and that was like, I would say, like the beginning of the band. It took a few months before we actually formed or performed as a band, but that was the night. Like, oh, I think we can do this, and these would be the people that we're gonna do it together. But like Abby had known Colin for years.
Yeah.
Randon and Brittany had known Colin for years. I'm kind of one of the newer ones to the group.
Ryan's pretty new too.
Yes, Ryan. So when Colin and Randon did the open mic, they did it more like jam. Like you could, like drummers can show up, bass players could show up.
It was really cool.
And so that's why we got Ryan.
So they were going to be the anchor for whoever wanted to play, and they
Yes.
would either
Yeah.
back you up
Yep.
or step off if you wanted to do something by
Yes,
yourself.
they
There
play
was-
very well with others.
Yeah, it was. That's the sign of a good dog right there. But yeah, there would always be bass and electric guitar, and then they were nice enough to have drums and stuff usually set up there as well.
Yeah.
So like that's how Ryan started coming in.
And so when each of you at that time was doing something solo, were you doing it solo on guitar Abby,
Yeah.
Erin, Brittany, or and what about your other instruments? Were you pulling out any other instruments into your solo set?
Always kind of played the harmonica with my solo set.
Huh.
Every once in a while I'd pull the keys out, but mostly just guitar. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have on my record. I have a few songs I play piano on, and I didn't. Oftentimes I play the guitar because it's easier, and I know that I'm gonna have it with me. Yeah, and then Brittany's a ukulele player.
Yeah, I play ukulele, and I really love the auxiliary percussion, but I didn't start doing that until we were a band. So.
And does it feel good?
I love shaking stuff. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. It just feels like such a great way. I mean, I would like it. I'm not a dancer, so I'm on stage. So just to be able to have a reason to move and loosen up a little bit, which I always need to do.
Yeah, I actually did find out that if you dance and you enjoy it, then it sounds a little better
Yeah.
too. So
You're more likely to stay in rhythm.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk about your own sort of musical journey. Maybe you could start us off, Abby. So you're playing harmonica and guitar.
Yes.
Harmonica seems sort of like an instrument that a lot of guys play and not a lot of women. True? Is that right?
I
don't
do.
know.
I see more guys playing the harmonica.
Yeah, yeah, I do too. How did you get into harmonica? Like, what inspired you? Was there a particular player?
Sort of. So I grew up watching Colin play music with my aunt. They grew up together. And they always, a song that like my aunt and Colin always played and I heard was Heart of Gold by Neil Young.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got the harmonica in it. So I was always very like infatuated by that song.
Oh, yeah. Love
And
that song.
For my 16th birthday, I asked my parents for harmonicas.
Oh,
And so they got me a whole
nice.
harmonica set.
Oh, you got the whole set.
Yeah, well, most of them. It's like the main 5, the
So-
most popular 5.
Sure. Right. Are you a harmonica nerd yet, or like
Getting
you
there.
getting into like what are the best ones and which ones sound kind of crappy, which ones sound really good?
A little bit. I started off, the ones that they got me, it was kind of like, these are good, but like, start here. And I actually lost those ones at a bonfire. Is there
a
yeah.
story there?
Not really. I
Okay,
just
they
left them
didn't
out. I
burn.
found them. I ended up finding them.
Oh, okay.
But I thought they were gone forever, and so my husband bought me a new harmonica set, and it's like the Hohner, like blues harps.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
so I started playing those more, and they definitely resonate differently.
Yeah. Is Hohner sort of considered the Martin
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
harmonicas?
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
okay. Yeah, and so talk more about your musical training. So you grew up as a young person. Your aunt was sort of inspirational
My aunt
for
plays
you.
the guitar and the banjo,
Uh-huh.
and so I grew up watching her play music with Colin Wallace, and going to bluegrass festivals. And my
Ah.
parents exposed me to a lot of music as a kid, and they both listened to a lot of good music. So I was always, in the back of the truck with my dad, being like, "Okay, who sings this song? Like, what song is this?"
Really?
And
Was he quizzing you?
yes, we had like a whole game we would play to see who could like say the name of the song first. We'd play like one beat and see if
love
we could get
that.
it on the one beat. Yeah.
So what were some of the music that they were playing for you? Can you recall?
It
And
could
what did it
range
range
from
from?
Shania Twain to U2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's really everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then I started playing the piano when I was 7. So I'm classically trained on the piano. But when I was, again, around 16 is kind of like the pivotal moment of like my music playing. I realized that I didn't know how to play by ear. If I took my piano to a jam session and they asked me to like play along with them, I had no idea what to do. So I swore I would never touch a keyboard until I like could play something by ear. And so I stopped playing the piano and I taught myself how to play the guitar by ear. And then it just kind of snowballed after that. Then it was the ukulele, and then it was the harmonicas, and then the strum stick, and I have a couple of other things I dabble at. The fiddle, that's probably the newest one. But my favorite fact about my musical upbringing is that I was homeschooled, and my dad had a rule that our lunch break in the middle of the day could be as long as we wanted it to be, as long as 2 things happened. 1, we came back later and finished our school. 2, it could be as long as we wanted it to be, as long as we were playing an instrument.
Huh.
So I don't like school, so I
Well,
learned a lot of instruments
Yeah,
instead.
the part A rule doesn't sound very good.
No, but I guess
the
it's
part B, where as long as you're playing music, that's great. I
Yeah.
love that. Now, doing school, doing homeschool, did you Question you've been asked 100 times, at least, I'm sure. Did you miss the socialization that comes from being in a classroom with lots of kids, or did you have like a network of?
We kind of had a network. I was going to say, we started off private schooled and we switched to homeschooling. And when we switched, I did not miss school at all. But we had like a homeschool co-op that we went to. So 2 days a week, we like went to school, and it was kind of like an all day like tutoring session. And then it was also accountability. So we still had to turn in like assignments and all that stuff. So, and I had a lot of friends through that, and I did a lot of theater, and I played softball, and we were able to get all the socialization in.
Oh, yeah, right.
Went to open mics.
Uh-huh. All right, so the only part of your musicality that you haven't touched on is your singing.
Oh.
Talked about your instrument. You've
I
talked
never
about
do
the
think to talk
main
about my
instrument,
singing.
right?
Yeah. I, again, grew up singing in the back of my dad's truck.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess I was in 6th grade, so I was probably around 10, I guess, and I took voice lessons for the first time. And then going into being homeschooled, I found a really good theater group here in Lexington that I got involved with. And so I got some more voice lessons through that, and I kept trying to stretch my range as a soprano. And then it wasn't until after high school that I realized I'm not a soprano, and that I was able to get I was able to enjoy singing a lot more, and I was able to get a lot more opportunity singing once I realized that singing low is like cool.
Yeah,
so
it is cool.
yeah, so I took voice lessons one more time toward the end of high school and kind of learned to stretch like the alto, contralto range. And
Yeah, but you were saying earlier that it wasn't until you were 16 that you learned music by ear, but you already actually did, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess I
mean,
did.
with your singing, right? You could sing along with things, you could find pitch,
Yeah.
and could you harmonize early as a young person?
I learned to harmonize around 16. When I started going to the
Okay.
open mics, my best friend, we would play together, and she's like naturally gifted at harmonizing. She can harmonize to anything, and I learned to harmonize from like listening to her harmonize to stuff, and I
nice.
would just kind of copy what she did, and then I started feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a certain feeling you get like in your ears when you like
Yeah.
harmonize properly with
I
something.
get it, yeah.
And so I started learning how to look for that feeling and then stay with it.
Well, it must be kind of nice to be the lower voice, though, because you're not really probably not competing with a lot of women you would sing with. You're probably not competing for that part,
Yeah.
so you can just lock
There's
that
always
in
a role
and-
for me to fill.
Yeah, yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Thank
hey,
you.
Erin, can you pick up from there and talk about you said piano was your first instrument? Is that what?
Oh, well, so actually, yes. I had a little piano. So the piano was my favorite toy when I was growing up.
So you had like a little Schroeder
I had
piano?
a little tiny one, and then we had like an old church piano that my mom took magic markers and just wrote like on middle C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, made me little books like that.
Yes.
Because she took piano lessons, but she always faked the fact that she could read music and just did it by ear, and would have my grandma play.
She faked it?
She would pretend she would learn it. She'd have my grandma play the song, and when she'd go into piano lessons, she would pretend like she was reading it, but she was really just playing it by ear. So my mom had that sort of musical background, but didn't know how to read music. But I loved the piano. It was so much that she took that away from me when I was bad because there was nothing else I cared about. Like she took the TV away from my brother, and she was like, I hated it because I love that you played the piano, but there's nothing else that you considered a consequence. So that's how much I loved it when I was a kid. And then I
That's
was in band
good.
in middle school and high school, so I played French horn. And that's when I kind of learned how to read music, and I took that and applied that back to the piano.
French horn.
Yes. And my dad always said, nobody plays French horn around the campfire. So he was really encouraging me to like learn guitar so that I could sing. Because he was always like, okay, I mean, it's cool, but you can't play it around a campfire.
Did you say to him, Dad, it's French horn's sort of like bassoon, and nobody plays that in the orchestra either. So this is going to give me a scholarship to go to music school. Did you end up going to college?
I did, yeah. I went to Center College.
And did you do that for music, or
No.
what'd you study?
So I had loved music, and I had thought, like, I did musical theater. And so when I went into college, I thought maybe this would be my major, but I didn't have my own French horn. It was the school's.
Oh, okay.
And so then when I went to Center College, like I went to Bourbon County High School, and everybody at Center went to private schools, and so I kind of had a little bit of an imposter syndrome, and I thought that I wasn't necessarily good enough to be in the music program, which is crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
And I thought I was going to do math, but I ended up kind of instead studying Spanish and anthropology and sociology.
Oh, All right. So did you come out of that fluent in Spanish?
I was pretty good, so I studied abroad in Mexico, and then later, after I graduated college, I went and spent 3 more months in Guatemala. So, at that point, I was pretty conversational.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago.
Oh, exercise it. Keep it going.
I know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow, nice story.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. And you're last, Brittany.
Hi.
Hi.
I would say my story is very different from theirs. I learned my instrument much later in life. I was like 28 before I learned. The ukulele was like my first official instrument. I tried a few other instruments, but I have little fingers, and I really struggled with guitar. And I've been with him for 20 years, so every so often I would buy a random stringed instrument to try it, knowing that if I don't, it's fine. He'll play it. He can play anything. So I would
it
say
just goes to show. I mean, you can.
At any
people
age.
can do a lot of things with
At
little
any
fingers,
age.
and you can
Yeah,
become
and I wrote-
president if you want.
I wrote my first song like when I was 30. So yeah, I definitely I was a late bloomer for sure, and I always considered myself more of like a visual learner, like a visual artist, like to where I would like. I mean, I like
This is Brittany's creation.
I like things
Ah.
to be visually impactful as well. So I always thought I was just more on that side of it, and then I never really tried the other thing until later, and picked around until I found something that fit me. And I love the ukulele. So
Yeah. Well, it's. I love hearing you play it, and I love your stage.
thank you.
Yeah.
It loves you
Beautiful.
too.
It's really. I mean, it's important.
It is.
It's
yes.
important. People undervalue that. I think a lot of musicians don't really think about that.
That was some of our original conversations with the band. It's so funny how, like, big picture we were thinking of this band before we even played shows. But the thought was that, if you're playing music, you're entertaining. So why not make it entertaining? Like, you can be really good, but you can never be as good as the best person. So why don't we have fun and make it a show?
Yeah.
Spreading joy is in our
Yeah.
mission statement. Sunflower spread joy. It was kind of just all encompassing.
Uh-huh.
And
Sometimes we call it yellow bombing.
Yellow bombing?
Yeah.
Yes, I do feel bombed with yellow right now. Well, let's get back to some music. Really nice to talk with you. And we'll be back and have some more conversation in a while, and also meet your band.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Them Lasses.
So we're kicking the old dogs off the stage for this next little section and get back to our roots as a trio. They're okay. They like breaks.
Go on, yeah. So this whole first section is very reminiscent of the first half of our album.
Yes.
So very stripped down. The album that we're very proud of, Seth Murphy and Cam Clark were the ones that helped us produce it. And I would say that, we wanted it reminiscent of our journey as Them Lasses up until that point. And the first half was very trio based, which actually gave us a lot of strength as the core. And then later on, they got added, and that's like the second half of our album. So this one's called First Dip. It's about the first swim of the year, and mine happens to be at a creek I love. So it's about this specific creek. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kick my shoes off, I'm dancing. Down this holler we will go. I got a special place not many people know. It's Mayday in the creek now. Oh, that water, she is cold. So cold. So count to 3 and jump on in. Hold your breath and take a dive. This water may be steeped in sin, but soon you'll feel alive. your breath and take a dive. This water may be steeped in sin, but soon you'll feel alive.
And when I'm feeling weary and want to rest my head, no better place to stretch out than in my old creek bed. If spring don't get it quickly, Lord, I'm gonna see red, bright red. So count to 3 and jump on in. Hold your breath and take a dive. This water may be steeped in sin, but soon you'll feel alive. I kick my shoes off, I'm dancing. Down this holler we will go. I got a special place not many people know. It's Mayday in the creek now. Oh, that water, she is cold. So cold. So count to 3 and jump on in. Hold your breath and take a dive. This water may be steeped in sin, but soon you'll feel alive. Count to 3 and jump on in. Hold your breath and take a dive. This water may be steeped in sin, but soon you'll feel alive.
All right, this next one is the very first song that I ever wrote by myself. I co-wrote a song before I wrote this one. But a fun fact about this little area of songs is they're all highly place-based.
Yes.
So Brittany's song First Dip was about a very specific creek. And then this next song that I'm about to play is about a very specific hike, mountain knob, pilot knob in Clay City, Kentucky. The song is called Thinking. Trees they blow in the wind, summer's falling again. The sunny days fade away, but in this place joy will stay. Seasons come, seasons change. The storm rolls in and rolls away, but I return to the place that dries the tears right off my face. And I think of choosing you. I hope you choose me too. I think of loving you. I hope you love me too. Now the warmth fades away, and the calm leaves, or so you say. But in the dark I walk for miles, see the view that makes me smile. The trees they change from brown to green as we walk, just you and me. The sun it sets beyond the hill, we let our hearts begin to fill. And I think of loving you. I know you love me too. I think of choosing you. I hope you choose me too. Walk along in the dark, begin to fall apart. It's hard to say, but we both know that we need the space to grow. And I think of love in you. I feel you love me too. I think of leaving you. I know you're thinking too. The trees, they've changed, it's summertime. My joy becomes a state of mind. It's hard to feel, I understand, but the choice we made goes hand in hand.
All right, so our next one in our series of Lasses Trio songs that are about lovely nature places is this song that I wrote called Sweet Mountain Music. We were grateful to win an award for this song, Josie Music Award for Folk Song of the Year, which we've been really proud of. Yeah, thank you. And this song, I actually didn't write about a particular place like Abby and Brittany did, but I spent a whole lot of time as an environmental educator, as a hiking guide, just living and being inspired by the natural world, and this just kind of sums up how the rivers and the mountains and the air and the fires can cleanse your soul. I went down to the river to wash my hands, watch it like a sculptor carve the land. I went down to the river to wash my hands and let that water make me a new man. Oh, that cold mountain water, cold mountain water, cold mountain water, cleanse my soul. Cold mountain water, cold mountain water, cold mountain water, cleanse my soul. I lay down by the river onto the earth. Tell me strong and steady since my birth. I lay down by the river, lay down onto the earth. Just you and me need to know my worth. And that cold mountain water, cold mountain water, cold mountain water, cleanse my soul. Cold mountain water, cold mountain water, cold mountain water, cleanse my soul. Then I climbed up a mountain to see what I'd find, taking all around me with my eyes. Yeah, I climbed up a mountain, I climbed up real high to feel that warm and burning in my thighs, and taking that sweet mountain music, sweet mountain music, sweet mountain music, cleanse my soul. Sweet mountain music, sweet mountain music, sweet mountain music, cleanse my soul. Then I started a fire to gather around, share my stories, journey through my sound. Yeah, I started a fire and we gathered around to sing this song together. It's the sound of that sweet mouth music, sweet mouth music, sweet mouth music. Cleanse my soul, sweet mouth music, sweet mouth music, sweet mouth music. Cleanse my soul. I went down to the river, onto the earth, Then I climbed up a mountain, and I started a fire.
Wow, pretty. I'd like to take just a moment before we get on with more music with them lasses to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams both tonight's and on any Wednesday night remain available online for you to view and listen to at your convenience, along with live audio streams, compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. I'd also like to remind you that the Red Barn Radio merch store is open. If you listen regularly, you know this already. And you may have seen me hold up one of our many, many items that we have in stock. This is really one of our favorites, the Red Barn Radio mug. It comes in black and only black. Those of you who are regular coffee drinkers can appreciate the black mug. Requires no cleaning. You do not see, gook forming at the bottom of it. If it turns moldy, you don't know it. So we highly recommend the Red Barn Radio black mug. But there are many things. There are sweatshirts and T-shirts, other things, stickers. Well, stickers. Can anybody zoom in on that sticker there, Nick? Can you zoom in on the sticker there that they have? There's a sticker that we just placed there on.
Poppin'.
Yep, that's right. How about that? Okay, that gives you some idea of what we're talking about here, folks. So you can find a direct link on Red Barn Radio's main page, our Facebook page, and on our weekly newsletter. Click the link, won't you, for a way to support the show with official Red Barn Radio swag. And share it with your friends, right? We got, what do we have coming up for holidays? We have Easter coming up. Everybody loves to give mugs at Easter time. All right. Next week on Red Barn Radio, we have tenor Troutman, Blake Bramlett, and Ryan Harper. They comprise a renowned Southern Illinois-based songwriting trio, our guests, and they are known professionally as what? Pity Thy Neighbors. That's the name of the band. They combine an extensive background in music spanning their entire lives, and I know they'll bring to our stage, a unique blend of the raw, soulful Americana so many Red Barn Radio listeners enjoyed. That's next week. Pity Thy Neighbors. Can't wait. Now let's get back to Them Lasses on Red Barn Radio tonight.
All right. So this next one we have for you is where our lovely old dogs are introduced a little bit on the album, and it's called Fire and Song. This song is about sitting around a fire and listening to different people's story through song, which is my favorite way to hear people's story. So hope you enjoy it. Song that's as sweet as this wine. Can you sing it across the fire with light in your eyes? Tell me a story that grows from your soul.
close to home. Take me someplace that's far, far away. And if you sing it to me sweetly, then forever I may stay. A song whispered but heard so clear. Can you sing a little louder now so that everyone can hear? And the fire rolls on, and the songs are flowing strong. It lives deep within our bones, so far yet oh so close to home. Now that I am where you let me be, your words strip away like leaves falling from the tree. Your branches bare now, I see you true. Your light is blinding, just let it shine on through. And the fire rolls on, and the songs are flowing strong. It is deep within our bones, so far yet oh so close to home. So far yet oh so close to home. So far yet oh so close to home. Thank you so much. Shout out to one of my favorite festivals. I wrote it the morning after and end of a festival, so Moonshiners Ball. I've been going there for a long time, so if it was no Moonshiners Ball, I wouldn't have that song. So I listened to a lot of songs there.
And Brittany writes a lot of songs like this next one as well.
I did write this next one. This next one is called Wildness, and it's about wild women.
Woo!
And I wrote it well before Them Lasses, but it wasn't one of my favorite songs I wrote. And one of our favorite things to do together is to arrange stuff. So I think that's one of our biggest superpowers is like pumping each other up and then kind of finding the missing pieces. And their voices were definitely missing pieces in this song for sure. So.
She's got a wildness fire in her eyes that cannot, no, will not be contained. The fire last gift as you watched her dance with grace.
She's got a wildness,
Fire in her eyes that cannot, no, will not be contained.
and the fire's burning.
It leaves a mark. Only the lucky few will be ingrained.
Well, she came through like a force of nature, waking everything in her path. Her love is strong, but oh so sweet, but held a fiery wrath. But all stories must end, and I tell you, this one much the same.
She's gone now, she's left a mark, and she you cannot tame. She's got a wildness, fire in her eyes that cannot, no, will not be contained. And the fire's burning, and it leaves a mark. Only the lucky few will be ingrained. She's got a wildness, fire in her eyes that cannot, no, will not be contained. And the fire's burning, and it leaves a mark. Only the lucky few will be ingrained. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only the lucky few will be ingrained. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only the lucky few will be ingrained. She's gone now, she's left her mark, and she cannot tame. Thank you.
All right. So staying in the wild, and with these old dogs up here. So this next song we're gonna play is a song that has become one of our favorites on the album to play. It is so silly and it is so ridiculous. I didn't realize how many of my silly songs that I thought would never really see the light of day actually are perfect them lasses songs. And this next one is a great example. I was sitting, it's called Blues Ballad, and is about my dog, my old dog Blue. And he is a big sweetie. It's actually not about him. It is from his perspective. So sitting on a couch, Blue at my feet, late at night with a guitar, and just thought, you know what? I feel like this is what Blue wants to say. This is how he wants to sing it, and this is how he wants to play it. He's very romantic. He's very sweet and a little desperate.
I think he's the right amount of love.
Right, exactly.
If you really want to get to know Blue, the music video really,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, speaking of the visual aspect of the band, Brittany makes great music videos, and we actually worked with our friend Sarah Clevenger on the Blues Ballad music video, and it is extra special.
You should check it out. And here's a teaser. He goes to space.
Yes, Blue flies through space
You
at
have
the
to check
end.
it out.
Yes. Yep, exactly. All right, here we go. Just let me lay it at your feet. You play guitar and I will sing, and I will dream about the day where you will never go away. I'm a romantic, yes, you see, how it would be just you and me. I will do everything you wish. I'll even help you lick that dish. Please. romantic, yes, you see. I'll be a loyal devotee. And if my water bowl runs dry, I will look deep into your eyes. Ay, 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 Let me lay here at your feet. You play guitar and I will sleep. You can sing me lullabies, but if you leave I'll surely cry. So please caress me as I sleep. For I am yours eternally. Please know I'm nothing without you. Maybe that's why they call me blue. Blue.
Yeah, way to go.
A silly one, see?
Oh, I love it. What fun. All right, well, this is a good segue to talk with the dogs a little bit. And you can speak on their behalf as well. We just have one who has a mic, but if you want to join in, guys, feel free to step up to that mic there. So I wonder if, Colin, if you might speak to this a little bit. So tonight you did that song. Earlier on you did Abby's song "Thinking," which was, again, sort of different from the majority of stuff that you all do. Just some different kinds of rhythms, some different kinds of experimentation. It was "Thinking," right?
Forget about me.
Oh, forgive me. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, and so I forgot. I forgot. So I wonder, as a band, when you all are playing with them lasses, do you hunger for more material that is a challenge of this kind to you, that stretches you musically? And is that something that you all talk about as a group with your owners?
Well, yeah, I mean, we just get treats and we do what we're told.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean,
I'm curious, yeah.
I personally, I love the funkier side of the things that we do.
Yeah.
But these guys write songs so fast we can't even keep up with them.
Ah, that's their trick, huh?
But they always come in with a skeleton. And when they come in with the skeleton, we try to add the meat to the bones.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
And
we like bones.
Very good. Very
yeah.
good boy.
Do you want to say anything about that, Erin?
I was going to say, Randon particularly always asks for a Zeppelin tune or blues.
Okay.
We haven't done that yet. So those are unfulfilled old dog requests. They want to do rock and roll.
Sure.
I
And
will say too, kudos to them, because we do make them play multiple genres.
Yes.
It's not just they come in and they are just playing one thing. They really adapt to what we need from them.
well, that makes it more interesting for them.
It does.
Yeah, I mean, you might lose them otherwise. I mean, truly. I mean, if people don't feel challenged, they get bored.
What do they say about a Great Pyrenees? If it doesn't have a job, just walk off.
Yeah, true. Right.
I will say 2 of these old dogs are kind of they're roped in. They can't just walk away.
Yeah, I've been with him for so long, and
Yeah,
and they're
Colin's my
together.
sweetie.
So
Oh.
they're gonna be around anyway.
So they actually let us sleep on the couch.
Okay.
They
now I
don't
get
make
this.
us, they let us.
All right. One thing you were saying earlier, Brittany, is that you sort of considered one of your band superpowers, and you have more than just one superpower as a group. But you said that it is arranging tunes, that you all really enjoy that process of arranging. And before you address that, I want to ask you the question: how much time do you all have to give to this? Because arranging isn't something you just do fast.
Well, I mean, we think it's good to get together regularly. We ideally practice weekly, and then some of it's to run sets, but we like to every so often pull a special practice aside, and that's like a very long one that we're just kind of there for the day, and we get to play around, and like it's a very non-judgy environment, so you just kind of pick up whatever you want. Like you heard Erin play banjo. Erin only plays banjo on one song, but that song really was missing something. We weren't enjoying it as a band, but when she picked it up, it really was like that missing piece. So giving ourselves permission to play and to experiment has like really, I think, created a very unique sound to a lot of our songs.
And talk a little bit then, all three of you, any one of you, all three of you, about the mindset that you need to be in when 3 songwriters get together and say, "Hey, let's do something together. Let's see if each of us can write a verse." Or do you do any of that, or is it typically somebody brings the melody, somebody brings the lyric, and somebody has a musical idea?
Well, so that traditionally is how we started and how we've done it most of the time is we each have a song and we bring that song, and the writer of that song is kind of ultimately in charge. Everyone can give ideas, but ultimately the writer gets to say, okay, I like this, I don't like that. We just recently, and it's going to be one of the last song that we play, is a song that we all wrote together, and that is our very first song that we decided, you know what, we want this to be a collaboration. And honestly, it was very, very fun, and we loved how fun the song turned out, but there was a time that it's like, man, it's kind of hard for there to be a decision for everything, where to put the choruses, where to put the verses, you know, everything, how many times to do something. It all became a group decision, and it kind of, you know, took a little longer.
It took way longer, for sure. Absolutely, because there wasn't that one leader in charge. We were all kind of figuring it out together.
Yeah. But we're really happy with the result.
Yeah, it seems like it would be easier to do that lyrically with a song that's lighthearted and silly.
And that song is.
Right?
Exactly.
We actually chose one that we thought that would be a good one for that reason, because we couldn't take ourselves so seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had a concept around it that you could write verses and raps and kind of choruses too.
Yeah, I imagine that makes you sort of kind of chuckle when you're performing it, right?
It's very fun.
Yeah.
I actually, the first time I wrote songs, it was actually a rap album because it was so silly. I wasn't worried about like, oh, how are people going to consider this? I was just like, oh, my friends and I are sitting around and we're making verses. And I really think that got my wheels spinning to be able to actually write real songs later.
Huh. And so it seems like another superpower that you all possess is that ability, generosity of spirit, that you all can be supportive of each other, care for each other enough that I don't know exactly what I want to say. It just seems to me that what you all have that's really unique is that you all care a lot about the other, and you seem to have empathy and compassion for each other. And so to the point where you get together and you have a meeting and you talk about a mission statement, you think about your values as a band, you think about, you know, how can each person here feel that they're an important piece of the whole? And
yeah, that's actually super important to us. Like, even at the end of the year, we do like what went well, what didn't go well. We do an end of the year review to like say like what are our highlights, what are we so proud of, and it's really, I don't know, those little moments are nice.
Would
Yeah.
you mind taking us inside of that? Like, what would that what might that conversation go like? It may be too personal, but if could you?
Oh no,
sort of-
Well, I could give an example if you don't mind. So as the band, we kind of from the very beginning, it started with just a description of the band, spreading joy through harmony and sunflowers.
Yes.
But that ended up becoming the mission, and very quickly we realized that that is the thing that we can organize around. So it was the year we put out our album. At the end of the year, we were like, okay, our mission is to spread joy through harmony and sunflowers, but we almost were spinning our wheels too fast and becoming a little too stressed that we weren't able to be joyful ourselves, enjoy doing it, and then spread that joy. So we made a conscious decision to take a bit of a step back. We're still trying to move the band forward, but being more selective about where we put our energy to make sure we still hold that joy and can spread that joy.
It was funny because we almost ended up playing more shows, but it was more shows that we took more time to say yes to instead of just being like, yes, 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 yes. We all would like talk about each decision that we made was a little more thought out after we consciously thought about that and made that decision.
Okay.
And I will say too, just to tag it at the end, like I think very highly of all these people. I think we all have kind of a similar sentiment.
Yeah.
And our mission is to spread joy. We do all truly believe that, and it starts with our group. We have to enjoy each other. We have to take time and like respect each other. There's just like, this is not just my bandmates. This is just not my coworkers. Like it's friends and family as well.
Yeah,
Nice.
and it's a big group project. I mean, there's definitely, it's not always easy, but I think we've done a really good job of continuing to be dedicated to the mission and the band and working through things and pushing forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Well, I'm talking to them lasses here on Red Barn, and it's Brittany, Erin, and Abby, and the old dogs who are the band playing behind them. What a great evening of music, and can we get back to some more music now? What's the next song you're going to play? It's called Near.
So this is the most recent song that I wrote. I kind of hit a little bit of writer's block, and I didn't write a song for 5 years. That's a very long time. But I was really wanting to bust out of that and like get some of this creative energy that I've had bottled up kind of out. But that's kind of hard sometimes without a prompt. So when shout out to Trish Torline, she heads up the Kentucky branch of the Acoustic Guitar Project, which is an international project where you are given a guitar. Her guitar's name is Cedar. So you're given Cedar, and you have 1 week. You have Sunday to Saturday to write and record a song. So I decided that was exactly what I needed to get something out. And come Friday, I still had not written a song. And so I sat down and just kind of started picking around, and finally something came out, and I was able to record it and get it in, but I was worried there for a minute that I was going to be the first person to not complete the acoustic guitar project. But I did it, and I got to sign Cedar. So you sign it, and then you pass it to the next person, and it's a group of 4, 5?
Yeah, 4 or 5. So all of us have actually been individually a part of that project.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
Is
then you
it
play,
just is it just a project for women songwriters?
No.
Oh, all right.
It's city-based, so there's one based in Lexington, but I mean, you could find one based in Brussels, like all over the world.
Yeah.
They have, as long as someone like wants to take it on to be like the leader of that city, then they do it. And yeah, it's cool.
All right.
So this was my acoustic guitar project song, and it's called Near. Looks like we made it, my dear. It was hard, but we made ourselves clear. Things have changed, but you remain near to me. It was hard, and I lived in fear. You ran the race, and I met you there. You paved the way, and I'm happy to follow you. Da 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 could cry about how you love me so. Don't you know, don't you know? You were there in my darkest of days. You taught me how to try. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Down, you always sing about the things that made you strong. I love to hear, love to hear. And in the night when it's cold, you hold me in your arms, pull me close, keep me near.
All right, this next one I have for you is a new one I wrote, and we recently put it together. It's called My Winter. And what you'll find with this section, these are all kind of, well, this is an unreleased song section for us, so none of these are recorded anywhere. And we just enjoy playing these together, so this one is My Winter. Ooh, wrong instrument.
That happens with a group of multi-instrumentalists sometimes.
All right. This song is about loving someone for a long time and hoping they still love you back because you've been together forever. Love I had this morning, baby, finest I'd seen. Will you love my winter like you love my spring? And I ain't getting any younger, baby, and somehow I still keep you around. As our love fades to the fall, well, the leaves, they say it all as they drift on down softly to the ground. And I've loved you for half a realize those cracks in the pavement, but honey, nature always finds a way. You say I'm aging like fine wine, but is your love forever mine? My darling, are you here to stay? And I wonder if you ever question my love, or if you have the same fears that I do. If there's one thing that I know, I love you deep down in my soul. I can't imagine growing old without you. Love I had this morning, baby, finest I've seen. Will you love my winter like you love my spring? Will you love my winter like you love my spring? Will you love my winter like you love my spring? Got it.
All right. So this next song is about winter and old women. Speaking of which, it's also in drop D, so Abby and I are going to do a little tuning right here.
I think my explanation for the prior song might have came right now, but it's okay. This one I'm playing the chain on, so another random percussion instrument.
Yeah, so this song has, them lasses are very sunshiny, right? We're very solar, we're very bright, we're very yellow. But there's a flip side to every coin, right? If you know, for all the light, there's dark. For all the life, there's death. And so this is kind of that dark death part of the song. This song is called The Hag of the Sea, and it was inspired. I kind of had this tune, and I was sitting around with Colin, and he said it sounded like a murder ballad. Up until that point, a lot of my songs were pretty autobiographical. So I thought about it. I'd never written a murder ballad, but I had this vision that popped into my head. I'd been doing a deep dive into like Celtic Irish mythology. And so there's this figure called the Callie, the Calachibera, the hag, the old hag. And she often wears a blue veil. So in this kind of vision I had when I was writing this song, and I thought, okay, murder ballad was this kind of the spirit of the winter in her long veiled, gown, robe, kind of walking along like a really intense Irish seaside, so with and so she's often known of as the spirit of the winter winds, like that spirit of that winter sea that kind of blows in. And there's lots of good stories about her too. She's not just evil. Some see her as like the foster parents of all of the children that lost their parent at sea. But on other sides of the story, they also tell stories about her as pretending to be a young woman and seducing men to their demise. And then right before, she lifts her veil and then she reveals that she is this old hag. And so that kind of happens in this song. And it's become a super fun one to sing with these girls. So here we go, Hag of the Sea. I walk this lonely road towards the place where you call home. Along the dark and storming sea, yes, that storm's because of me. Yes, I blow the winter wind, but I represent the end. So now I'm off to tell your wife it was time to take your life. You were dealing with some things, so you came to have a drink. Along the dark and winding road toward the shore they call my home. With the winds of the sea, well, I say